Um, I made the call that I think Dom is going to end up with Liv in this whole thing. And I kind of get the feeling that he still might. And there was something very subtle in this segment that I may have to play back and make sure I saw it. It was that subtle. But basically, it starts out at the beginning of the night, more or less, where Dom confronts Rhea about flirting with Jey Uso, and they did some sort of online thing. I saw the online video where she was asked if she had Jey Uso's number, or she gave Jey Uso her number, and she answered with yeet. Ugh. Then basically Dom goes, okay, now I gotta go. It's pretty funny though. Now I gotta go fight Jey Uso because he flirted with my girl. He's such a fucking lame. So he spends the night looking for Jey Uso, him and his gang. And they eventually find Jey Uso and they jump him. And this is like high school. It really is. And they jump him, and Sami Zayn comes and kind of saves him, and it leads to this whole match. But before we get to the match, there's a segment where Rhea comes out, dragging Dom basically by the ear, and says, we're going to end this whole thing tonight. And she calls out Liv, and she basically says, hey, this is all she says. If you want him, come get him. And Liv comes out, but she's in the crowd. And they have a back and forth, and Liv is basically saying that she wants to be with Dom, and that she thinks that he was about to say, I love you. And she starts kind of professing her love, and then Dom just snaps on her. And it was pretty good. I thought it was funny. Dom was just snapping on her, telling her that I don't love you. You're crazy. Oh, I did miss that Liv did show some ass. She did show some ass. It was glorious. She had more ass than I thought. When a woman pokes it out like that, it changes the whole perception, doesn't it? Doesn't it? But yeah, basically, Dom snaps on her so hard that Liv starts to cry. Liv starts to cry and runs away. And this is where I think I saw the subtlety. And either Dom is a really good actor, or he's getting better at acting, or I'm just making shit up again. But I saw for a moment that Dom felt bad about making Liv cry. There was a quick second where he kind of like had that look on his face, like I just did it, but now I didn't want to make her cry. We've all been there. We've all been there. We just went a little too hard on a broad, and then she starts crying. You're like, all right, I don't want to do that. Something with men and women. That's why they fucking do it. That's why they cry. Because it's just we can't deal with it. Can't fucking deal with it. But yeah, I think there was a moment where Dom felt bad. And he showed it on his face, and then he snapped out of it the second Rhea kind of came over and whispered in his ear. The look on his face changed. Obviously, she said, I'm going to blow you later. That's the face I would have made. And she then licks his entire face. And basically, this is where I realized I would have tapped out of the show. Because at the end, like once this segment was over, I said, okay, good. The show is over. I can fucking, go to sleep. Actually, I was watching this pretty late. And then I realized, oh, fuck, this is like, we're only like halfway through the show. I thought this was the end. And I just was like, if I wasn't doing this podcast, this is where I would have tapped out. And I'm going to start doing that. I might do like a little stinger for that, where I would have tapped out of the show if I wasn't doing this podcast. Because that happens a lot, guys. SmackDown this week that just passed. If I wasn't doing this show, I probably wouldn't have gotten even halfway through. I probably wouldn't have gotten through Cody's promo. I'll be honest. But yeah, this is the moment I would have tapped out of the show. Right here. Tapping out. But because I love you guys so much, I continued watching. I fucking white knuckled through this motherfucker. And you know, there was a couple moments, just a couple of things I already covered happened after that, but mainly the next thing that happened was the Sami Zayn Jey Uso Judgment Day match. And more or less Judgment Day loses. For what reason, I'm not sure. I guess give Sami Zayn and Jey Uso a big match. I don't know if Cole did make a point to say they just pinned the tag champs. So are we going into a Sami Zayn Uso tag team championship run? I think that's where we're going because Sami more than likely is going to lose this title to Braun. And yeah, I think that's pretty much the point of this is so that the week, I guess, after SummerSlam, I don't know if Judgment Day has a tag match on SummerSlam, but they're going to basically challenge. They're going to say, hey, we beat you already. So that should make us number one contenders. So it's basically Sami Zayn's consolation prize. And then Sami Zayn and Jey Uso can have a little tag team run for a little bit. So who knows? You know what? I'm not mad at it. I'm actually really not mad at it. Both guys kind of annoy me at this point. The Yeet thing is annoying. Sami Zayn should have lost to Braun Breaker, and I don't know, he just kind of annoys me at this point too. But them two together, I think it's because they're not. I liked both of them in the Bloodline storyline, so this kind of brings back at least that bit of nostalgia. Maybe we'll get some references. Maybe we'll get some kind of I don't know. Maybe we'll get Jimmy coming in on this. This might be the thing that ushers all that in, and we'll see if Roman Reigns returns at SummerSlam, because then that kind of changes the whole game. And will Sami Zayn be involved in any of it? Because I don't see why he couldn't be, because he's not doing anything really important except for holding up the Intercontinental Championship kind of for no reason. Kind of has it for no reason. Listen, I don't hate Sami Zayn. I actually like the guy. But right now I'm just not interested in either guy, Sami or Uso.